What's on YouTube? It's PTT coming at you with another Division video. And guys, I have finally done it, okay? I've got my 1.2 agent set up. I'm actually quite happy with it now, okay? It does need a few fine tunes and fine tweaks, but overall, I'm very happy with the way my character is looking now. The survivability, the damage, it's all perfect, and I'm very, very happy with it. So I thought I would jump in and show you just what it was like, okay? So let's look at the kind of overall, right? Firearms rating of 2,587, stamina rating of 3,758, electronics of 535. Now, obviously, as you can see, I am kind of steering away from skill power and being able to use abilities. That is because I spend a lot of time in a team with tacticians, so I really don't need it, okay? I've gone for activating all of my talents on my weapons with my firearms at 2,587 because that gives me brutal, which I have on like all of my weapons. My stamina being so high gives me 465,000 toughness, which is really, really cool as well. There are some really good parts to run in 2, 2 and 2, but there are a few bad bits as well, okay? So let's delve in and take a look at what I am running. As you can see, like I said, 2 strikers, 2 sentries, 2 final measure. I've got mod slots on everything but my gloves as well. So the striker's chest then, okay, let's get it out of the way. Sitting at 812 on the stamina, that is because I also have a mod that gives me plus 770 health and like 152 extra on the stamina, okay? It comes with plus 609 armor. I have plus 8% damage to elite, increased ammo capacity, and this is where I start talking about the very small fine-tuning, guys. Smart cover damage resilience. I don't use smart cover, so I would like to roll that out, but I can't because I've already rolled it. So getting a striker's harness to drop with the mod slot and with these kind of base stats I have now, but the ability to roll the skill attribute would be ideal. Obviously, I'm running 2 strikers, so I get plus 20% enemy armor damage as well. Moving on then, let's have a look at the second strikers bit, which is my holster, okay? Now, I am aware this is a 2-stat holster, but it is sitting at 594 firearms and 811 stamina. And again, that is because I have a stamina mod on with plus 3% exotic damage resilience. This obviously rolls armor and pulse crit hit damage. Pulse crit hit damage not bad. I do still run my pulse and self heal, so that is not bad. I do have a 3-stat holster here, but it really does affect my stats into a place that I don't like them, okay? Going from 5,000 skills, you can see, to 11,000, dropping my toughness by 30k just isn't worth it, okay? Like I say, I run with a team of tacticians, so I really don't need the skill power. I'd rather keep my toughness and DPS up that little bit more. Moving on to the 2 final measure then. Some of you might be wondering why I am running this, okay? So let's have a look. 646 on the firearms, 155 on the stamina because of the mod slot. I have plus 2,166 health as a major attribute. I have plus 7% enemy armor damage. And again, the skill attribute is support station healing speed. I don't run support station, so I don't need this. Again, I would like to run, I'd actually like all of my skills to run first aid self heal. Because of the low skill power, that would kind of counter me having low skill. But the reason I'm running the 2 final measure pieces is, as you can see, it's a plus 50% exotic damage resilience, and that is a very good thing to have in 1.2 with the way they've kind of rearranged the toughness stat, as it were. My knee pads then are also final measure, sitting at 161 on the firearms because of a mod, and it has 637 on the stamina. Now this has plus 18% critical hit damage. I have minor attributes of disrupt resistance, enemy armor damage, and shock resistance. Actually have Seeker Mine explosion radius. Now I've been playing with Seeker Mines a little bit this week, and that is a video I shall bring you later on at some point, because they actually are very useful now in the Dark Zone and in things like incursions, especially when you run it as like the gas cloud, because it makes the enemy come out of cover and things like that. So yeah, stay tuned for a video on that at some point. I look forward to bringing you that. Finally then, we have the 2 sentries. My sentries backpack has remained the same since like 1.1, okay? 653 firearms, 158 on the stamina because of a mod slot. It has armor, ammo capacity, Seeker Mine damage, and ballistic shield damage. I would love to get rid of the ballistic shield damage and roll self heal, or Seeker Mine explosion radius would also be very good. My gloves are sitting at 651 on the stamina. As you can see, they have SMG damage, crit hit damage, and pistol damage with first aid self-heal. Now, this is really, really cool because, like I said, it kind of goes a little bit of making up the skill power I don't have when I try and run my self-heal. That is a really quick overlook at the gear I am running. Obviously, you can see the main stats, the primary DPS, the toughness, and skill power. Let's now delve into the actual character and what all of that gear means and why I'm so happy with my setup, okay? When it comes to... Whoa, I don't know what happened then. When it comes to crit hit chance, my crit hit chance is at 50%. Now, some of you might not be aware, but there is a nerf to crit hit chance. I shall link the video. I think it's Skill Up and Marco have both done a video on this that explains how the critical hit chance has been secretly nerfed, okay? But 50% is very good now. It's changed, right? It's not bad at all. Crit hit damage of plus 84%. I have headshot damage of plus 91%. Very, very good, okay? I'm happy with having kind of a general buff around everything. I have SMG damage bonus of plus 482. I would ideally like to roll a set of gloves that has SMG and assault rifle damage because I am very much loving assault rifles now, and with the weapon balancing patch coming, I will love them even more. When it comes down to combat then, you can see I have 8% damage to elites. I would like a little bit of health on kill, again to counter the lack of skill power, so if I can get something with that on, I would also be very happy. I have plus 36% enemy armor damage. Now, this is really, really nice to have quite high. Okay, I'd like to hit the 50% mark if I can eventually, but 36 isn't bad, especially when I have weapons with destructive. Means I can tear through enemy because of the armor damage, and if they're elites, I can tear through them even quicker because of the damage to elites. Now, obviously, skill, I have nothing on it. No extra skill haste, no extra resource gain. Survivability is where it gets interesting then, guys, okay? Toughness, like I said before, 465,000. My maximum health is sitting at 116,335. That is the highest health I've ever had, ever, in this game, okay? In fact, it's almost double what I've ever been used to before, so I'm really happy about that. Hit the 75% armor mitigation. My protection from elites is 0, but I can actually swap my striker's chest out for a finer measure one and put my striker's knee pads on, and that actually takes away my damage to elites, but gives me protection from elites, so I can swap that around as well. 56% exotic damage resilience, okay, really nice. So 75% armor mitigation, 56% exotic damage resilience. I really am starting to be able to withstand an awful lot, guys, okay. What else? Disrupt resistance and shock resistance, they're really nice to have. Whoa, I've done it again. I don't know why it keeps jumping down. Okay, so yeah, I would like, though, to have burn resistance. It's currently sitting at 0. We know how deadly the cleaners can be in the Dark Zone, so I would love to kind of get some burn resistance about my character at some point. But yeah, overall, like I say, very, very happy with my character now. There are a few fine-tunes when it comes to the skill attributes on the armour, but overall, even my armour, I'm very happy with the way I've got it set up so far. Like I say, just the skill attributes, a few tweaks, and maybe if I could roll, like I said, increased health on kill or something like that would be very nice. I actually wouldn't mind that at all. So yeah, that's my character 1.2, guys. I am working on part 3 of the character build. That will cover mod slots, weapon talents, and things like that. So stay tuned for that. That will be dropping at some point this week, guys. I will try to get working on it as quick as I can, but a lot of things going on at work at the minute means I'm not actually having as much time as I have had previous to make videos. Hopefully that sorts itself out quite soon, but yeah, that's kind of the step for now. The videos are inbound. You might just have to hang on a few extra days for them. If you liked the video, guys, give me a thumbs up. Let me know any comments you have in the section down below. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And as always, agents, thank you very much for watching. Until the next video, I will catch you all soon.